Hi. Okay, so today we are going to talk about shifting our identity. And this is so important when you have a chronic illness, when you're sick, when you have symptoms, when you have pain, when you have suffering of any kind, when you have chronic fatigue, when you have fibromyalgia, when you have any kind of a chronic illness or suffering or pain or sickness. The first thing and the most important thing is identity shifting. And yes, I don't want anybody to think that I'm not going to talk about diet. I'm not going to talk about, herbs and supplements and all that stuff. I actually plan to talk about quite a bit this year. But I have realized more than anything, identity shifting and shifting your identity is the key. It's the key to healing. So I'm not saying that supplements aren't important. I'm not saying that diet's not important. I'm not saying that taking care of yourself on a physical level is not important. That actually becomes very important with identity shifting, but it's not what's going to get you healthy. The thing that's going to get you healed is becoming and having a healed identity, right? So take a breath, and I want you to think about all the characteristics and qualities that a healed person has, that you would have if you had your dream life. So take a minute, take a pen, take a paper, or just make a list in your head. Okay, you would be active, you'd be positive, you'd be happy, you'd be joyful, you'd have good relationships, you'd have joy, you'd have, right? Go on and on and on. So what are those main characteristics that it requires you, that if you were truly living in the identity of a healed person, that you would have to live by those vibrational matches for when you're healed now? What do you actually have to step up to the plate now and live as now in order to get there? Because we know that what you focus on, you create more of. So if you are living at the level of a sick person, you will be complaining. You will be focusing on your symptoms. You will be whatever. We are not going to do that anymore. What we're going to do is focus on our healed life. So if you were truly healed, if you truly wanted to manifest your dream healthy life, what are the qualities that you have to step into now and to abide by now in order to get that? So just take all the qualities that you would have to have as that healed person, and you have to live by them now. They're kind of like a law. They're kind of like your law that you have to live by now. And you can't stray from them. You can't live in both worlds. I'm sick, oh, I feel sorry for myself, and I'm healed, I'm healthy, I'm feeling better. Yes, I understand there are symptoms. Yes, I understand there's a reality, but the reality are just the facts of the current moment. But we can't, if we focus on a reality that's negative, a reality that's bad, and a situation that, and the symptoms that are causing us the suffering in the first place, we're going to only get more of that. So by focusing on the present facts as you see them, you're actually creating more of that. So you need to be focused on the future and what it really means to shift your identity in order to become that person that is now healed. That person has so many amazing qualities and leads an amazing life. When you project into the future, that person isn't thinking about illness. That person doesn't have illness on their mind. That person isn't monitoring their symptoms. That person isn't saying no to things. That person is going for it. That person isn't shying away from things because it's too hard or it's too much or I'm not ready yet, right? That person's saying yes to things. That person's taking care of themselves. That person is choosing healthy things for their life because they are the picture of health. So you, as a healed person, you will choose healthy food. You will choose healthy food, right? You don't need to obsess about diet and if this is going to make you sick, and if that's focusing on the wrong thing. You're going to choose healthy foods that nourish your body and trust and believe that they nourish your body. So you are going to be choosing healthy foods. You're going to be choosing healthy activities. You're going to be choosing healthy bedtimes. You're going to be making responsible decisions that coincide with being vibrant and healthy. But you're also going to have different characteristics than you do right now. So to start to identity shift, we really need to think, what is required of me now in order to get there? What are like the top 3 requirements, things that I would be doing then? And it might not just be activities or actions, but it's like a way of thinking. Maybe that person is social. Maybe that person considers themselves to be social and fun and outgoing. Maybe right now you're isolated and not outgoing and scared and shameful and shy. So it's more a quality. It's not like, oh, my healthy person would be exercising, therefore right today I'm gonna start exercising. That's not it. It's more that healthy person would feel strong in their body. Therefore, they would go for a run, or they would go for that big hike, or they would, when all their friends said, do you want to go on this bike ride? They would say yes and seize that opportunity because they feel strong and confident in their body. So it's more a mentality and not a specific like, oh, I would do this and I would do this and I would do this. So it's not specific tasks that you're trying to do now so that you become that person, although that's kind of part of it. But it's more like, what is the characteristic? What is the quality? What is the state of mind that that person has? I'm strong and healthy in my body is the state of mind. Therefore, if the state of mind is I am super healthy and vibrant and alive, you are going to need to make choices now that are contributing to feeling super vibrant, healthy, and alive. So it's more trying to find the end state of mind. You know, I would feel confident around other people. Therefore, you need to start to live by feeling confident today. Whether you do or not is beside the point. Those are just facts and details of the present moment. But if your healed self would feel confident holding your head up and walking into a room and just totally being yourself, then that's the identity that you need to start living by now. If your healed self would be feel totally bliss, you know, like totally, I don't know, I'm just trying to come up with what some of the ones, like would have amazing relationships that are based on love and respect and vulnerability and like just give and take and feeling amazing in those relationships, then that's the identity you need to start living with now. You need to start interacting with your relationships and the people in your life with full respect and love and admiration and give and take. And so it's more a state of mind than it is an actual action that you need to take, but you need to take all your actions through this state of mind, this healed state of mind. So it's a little bit confusing. There's a little bit more work to be done around that. But so for today, we're just going to kind of think about the state of mind, the true state of mind, not the things that we would have. Oh, I would have a relationship, I'd have a car, well, what does the person who would have the job and have the relationships, what would their state of mind be? And that's the state of mind of the identity. I would be confident. I would be valued. I would feel fulfilled. I would feel, joyful. I would feel blessed. I would feel grateful. I would feel vibrant. I would feel alive. I would feel like I had major purpose. So these are the feelings that you need to bring into your current life and live your current lives by, make the choices by. And so sometimes it gets overwhelming, but even if you pick 2 or 3 and start to live your life, even just one to try it out, start to live each decision, filter it through that new identity, that new state of mind, and make the choice from that state of mind. It doesn't mean that you're suddenly healed. It doesn't mean that you don't have symptoms. It doesn't mean that, it doesn't mean all that. It means that this is who you are now. This is who you've decided to be now. And that person makes these kinds of decisions. That person just, I mean, a person who fully respects themselves makes completely different decisions than a person who has no respect for themselves. They just make different decisions. A person who feels complete and full acceptance and self-love makes different decisions than somebody who is ashamed of themselves and, you know, has some hate towards themselves. So a healthy person and a vibrant, healthy, truly healthy person makes different decisions than a sick, wounded person. And so we are trying to live the vibration of a healthy person, of the state of mind of a healthy person. So I hope this video has been helpful. You can do it. You can choose your state of mind and you can align with that, and that will help propel you to what you want in the future, which is to be vibrant and healthy and fully healed. And you can make that, you can align that vibration now with your current life and make decisions from that rather than from a sick, wounded person, which you're probably doing right now. So I hope this helps.